Dear friends of Powershoots TV, positive energy in Europe. Today I'm again in the European Commission in the Audiovisual studios in Brussels, and it's really my great pleasure and honor to welcome the Commissioner for Agriculture and Rural Development, Phil Hogan. Hello.
Thank you, Alexander. Great to be with you.
So, Commissioner for Agriculture, Rural Development, please explain us a little bit what are you doing and how citizens in Europe benefit of your work.
Well, it's very important to have good quality food and drink every day for the 500 million people of Europe, you know, on their tables. We sometimes take these things for granted, but there are 22 million farmers and 22 million people as well that work in the agri-food business that are achieving all of this for society in the European Union every day. So every time you have a glass of beer or every time you have some food, you can think of our farmers, but also think of me.
Yeah, and I heard even that we have the best food in the world from your colleague Andriukaitis.
Yes, we have the highest quality food in the world. We have the highest level of exports in the European Union to other parts of the world than ever before. So there's a lot of people are employed in the business as well. So in rural areas, if we did not have a strong agri-business, and we would not have as many jobs in the rural areas. For every €1 billion of exports, we create 20,000 jobs. This is a lot of jobs.
Yes, we heard about.
Yes, a lot of jobs.
Also, I heard that you fight really hard that Europe is a lot complicated many times, bureaucracy, and you try to help farmers to have less bureaucracy, to get easier paid, quicker paid.
Well, the Common Agricultural Policy is the oldest policy of the European Union, but we have to adapt to all of the various issues that we need to resolve, like the environment and climate and water quality, apart from helping to provide food for the people around the world that are starving and the growing population. So we are working now to adjust our policy in the years ahead in order to make sure that we are able to reflect these growing priorities. And we try and simplify the policy for our farmers to make this happen.
And yes, you work a long time already as a politician. Yes. When we see now the past, the present, the future, how do you see really, honestly, the future of the present, also what happened for farmers, for sure?
Well, I think that we have to adjust our policies to help our farmers. They're under market pressure sometimes, but we are doing a good job with the European Parliament and the Council now to not just simplify the policy, but modernise the policy so that we have new tools, digital agriculture, precision agriculture, robotic agriculture. These are all new systems that are now coming into play, and we have to help our farmers to be able to, you know, get in touch with these new modern technologies.
Because I say myself, maybe I'm wrong, but for sure farmers or the whole policy is dependent also from the world. So we are dependent on what is happening in the world. So when farmers complain sometimes, they say, listen, that's a problem. So many times it's not a problem of Europe, it's really because we're dependent on the world.
Well, we have, I suppose, 2 billion extra population in the next 30 years in the world. So somebody has to provide them with high quality food and drink products, and Europe is competitive. It's very well placed to do that. Yeah. So we are trying to, you know, adjust our policies and do free trade agreements around the world with various countries to be able to take advantage of this for our farmers in Europe.
Yeah. Maybe nearly to finish, an example, what you like, what you can say, I'm proud that we achieved this in Europe.
Well, I'm very proud of the fact that Europe is able to work together across borders to achieve an objective like the Common Agricultural Policy of the European Union. Yeah. As I said, it's the oldest policy and the best policy to demonstrate that we can work together in peace. I'm very proud of the fact that Europe is a peace project as well. Yeah. So in the policy of agriculture, I'm very proud that we were able to ban some unfair trading practices that mitigate against farmers, and I'm also very proud of the work we're doing now to simplify and modernise the policy for the future.
Thank you. Last question is not to the Commissioner, but it's to the citizen, the Irish citizen. Yes. Phil, what do you want to achieve still in your life, private or in policy?
Well, I think Brexit is a huge challenge to Ireland and a huge challenge to the people and a huge challenge to our business, and we hope that we will be able to get a reasonable, good outcome for the UK and the European Union, and indeed for the Irish people. I also would like to continue in the European Commission in the future and hopefully be able to make a contribution to the European project in this way.
Thank you very much, Commissioner. Really, thank you very much for your positive energy for citizens in Europe and for Europe. Also, you outside, thanks for listening, like always. Yes, Europe is a challenge. we always, anything new is happening, but I really believe that when we stay positive, when the base of Europe, and the base of Europe are citizens, is positive, we can find solutions and for many things, and that the future looks really positive in this sense. Thank you very much. Thank you.